This is the Heathkit H-89 Z80 based computer. Basically, it was just a computer that came out in the late 70s, maybe early 80s, and its primary function, I guess, was to run Z80 programs like CPM and work as a really, it's a terminal with a computer shoved inside it. It's really a terminal body. They had a H-88 without like the disk drives and without the computer inside it and whatnot, which was just a terminal. And I believe you could buy a kit that would convert your terminal to a H-89 computer by adding the actual like computer circuitry inside it. And if you take a look down here real quick, there's a keyboard on this, and it's a really nice to type on. I like typing on this keyboard. I'm not sure what kind of mechanism it uses. It's got I don't think I can do this. I have to grab a screwdriver, take these keycaps off. But it's got a piece of plastic under here, and it's got two metal contacts that are sticking up, kind of like this. Sorry, I'm doing this. I have to do this at a weird angle. But basically, when you press it down, it connects them together, and that's how it detects when a key has been pressed. So go ahead and put this back up here and try to turn this thing on without knocking my phone over here. Go ahead and turn the brightness down here. The monitor is really bright. Shows is really bright on here, and so what this is booting into right now is a ROM monitor. It looks kind of like a DOS prompt with a little H colon in it, but really, you try typing it. See, and it just does a whole bunch of things. It has its own preset commands with single keys. This is to set the program counter or whatever. So we're going to reset that to 0. And I don't know if you can clear the screen like that. No, you can't do that. That just adds more. Pressing the reset button, I don't think it does. I think that's meant for in program and not in the ROM monitor. You can right now it's in octal mode. Default boot up is in octal mode, so you can go ahead and view stuff in octal, and you can also change it to hexadecimal and go ahead and view some memory there too. So we're gonna go ahead and bring this. We're gonna go ahead and bring this back to octal here. We're gonna view memory location. So where's it gonna be? 001370. So we'll substitute 001380. Oh, forgot, can't do that. 380 doesn't exist in octal, it's up to 377. So it would be 002. Let's just do 002010. And here it's 117. We're going to change that to 377. We're going to view. It didn't look like it really made any changes. I don't know. I don't know necessarily how to program this. I'd have to read up on the manual in order to figure it out. But it is an interesting computer. Now these floppy drives over here, if I brighten up the image here, this CRT is you can't read it. Well, maybe you still can. I don't know. It's just blurry. Anyways, these are hard sectored floppy drives. So you need special discs in order to use them. And there is like a couple serial or parallel ports on the back. And I think there's another port for a floppy drive as well. And there's also a brightness control on the back. Now in person, this looks like regular brightness that you'd want it at. You can turn it up more bright than this, and then it becomes like increasingly blurry. Which, yeah, I mean, it's increasingly blurry is not necessarily what you want. You can probably cause more burn into the phosphors that way. here, that this is a comfortable level in real life, but on the camera it just looks like a bunch of blobs. Go, I turn the brightness back down and you can actually read it. But these, oh, and one more thing about these floppy drives is they have a different mechanism. So it's kind of like a regular half-height drive, but to eject the disk, there's little buttons that you push. And I remember seeing a video online about the fact that they thought like this mechanism was crazy, about how like you push down and it's kind of like spring loaded. And then that happens. I don't have floppy disks for this computer. I probably could have, had I actually picked up the disks at the business where this was getting where these were stored at, and they were getting rid of them. And I wish I had picked up the boxes of floppy disks that were in there, but I thought they didn't have anything in them. And I wish I'd picked up a manual too, so I wouldn't have to use the online version. So I just have it right here, and you can kind of see the the conflicting refresh rate. Because it's a CRT, it's gonna show up kind of weird on the phone. You might be able to see a little flicker. I think hopefully it's in decent agreement here. If I turn the brightness down, you'll see a little flicker there. You can see a little black bar going up across the screen like this. That is something that's not visible in real life. And of course you can try and boot from the floppy drive, but it's waiting for a disk to be in there. This little light is on. It's not doing anything. It just goes, and then it waits and waits, and it's going to sit here forever and do this until you turn the computer back off and turn it on. So this has been just a short video about the Heathkit H-89. Oh, one more thing. If you do in fact turn it off, there's this little offline key over here. Press that. Turn it back on. You can notice there's no H prompt there. So then you can type in whatever you want. You can go ahead and type a whole dang thing if you want to. You can delete the lines any way you want. You don't have to have that constantly building. And you can do this while the computer is on as well. You can go ahead and get rid of the offline mode. And you can go ahead and do that. And then you can go back into offline mode and do this. So you can make it look cool, you can make it look functional, you can make it look like whatever you want, basically. And I like the character set on this. The character set on this is actually pretty nice. Even though it may not be, well, none of them were necessarily industry standard. I mean, the zeros, they have the little lines across them to stop you from confusing them with the O, because they look exactly the same, just the zero has a line through it. But on the keyboard, it's not like that. On the keyboard, they look exactly the same. None of the zeros have a line through it. So yeah, this is basically just a little video about the Heathkit H-89 computer and terminal combination. And yeah, I hope to find some software for it and go ahead and make some more videos about it in the future. So if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a big thumbs up and hang around for more content. Most of my content is different from the regular computer content. It's changed more over to weather radio and whatnot, but I hope to get back into this jam whenever when I can get some more programs and stuff for it, and maybe get some other systems up and running. So yeah, that's about it. See you guys later.